Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get right to our top stories this morning, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. The families of the victims are saying justice has not been served after the truck driver who was sentenced for killing 5 bicyclists got 16 to 40 years behind bars. Review-Journal's Jen Ah explains. Good morning, Jen.
Well, Renee, it was quite an emotional 2 days for the victims' families. Authorities say Jordan Barson was high on meth during the crash. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of DUI resulting in death in April, after originally facing 5 counts among other charges. The victims' family members say they were hoping for a harsher sentence, but given the plea deal, thanked the judge.
By giving Jordan Barson the maximum sentence allowed under the plea deal, while it would not bring our loved ones back, it gives us some comfort to know that Jordan Barson will not be a danger to society for many years to come.
Barson's defense attorney says Barson struggled with addiction since he was a teen, and that, quote, "I don't think he'll ever forgive himself." Renee?
And video made public recently shows 16-year-old Sierra Halseth and her 18-year-old boyfriend Aaron Guerrero discussing what authorities have said is the murder of the girl's father. Sierra and Guerrero are charged with murdering her father, Daniel Halseth, who was found stabbed and burned in his garage. Also made public surveillance video of Guerrero buying saws and gloves later found inside of Halseth's home, and Sierra using Daniel's debit card at an ATM. Las Vegas Metro Police honored its own for bravery and excellence at a ceremony on Wednesday. A total of 66 employees received awards for community service, exemplary service, and meritorious service and saving lives.
Today is another proud day where I can share stories about the lives that were changed and saved, all because of the dedication of our officers and in some cases our law enforcement partners. And you'll see a number of those folks today, and they will be duly recognized.
And just days after Nevada's legislature passed a bill to switch the state from caucuses to primaries and moving it up in an electoral order, Republican officials from 4 states, including Nevada, have come out against it. The bill would have Nevada voting before Iowa and New Hampshire, but the GOP chairs of Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada issued a statement saying, quote, "Our alliance is strong, and we will continue to work together to preserve this historic process." In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again, Las Vegas researchers are excited after the FDA approved a drug designed to slow the process of Alzheimer's disease. At the Cleveland Clinic Lou Ruvo Center for Brain Health, 700 or more patients could benefit from the new treatment.
The current medicines are around symptoms. This medicine is about slowing down the progression of the disease. So this is something that was inconceivable a couple years ago, and so it's not a cure, but it's a step in the right direction for helping slow down the progression of this disease.
Now let's take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. The strong winds from yesterday are cooling us down Thursday, but not for long. Today's highs getting up to 90 degrees. Breezy conditions lingering with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour today. For the rest of the week, Friday, we bump up almost 10 degrees and head into the weekend with triple digits. We could get even hotter next week, so prepare for that. Mid to upper 70s for your evenings. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, Louis Anderson is taking the stage to headline a stand-up comedy series this summer. Review Journal's John Katsalmidas has the details.
Louis Anderson has been looking for a comedy home in Las Vegas for quite some time now, and he has found one at the Laugh Factory at the Tropicana. Anderson is headlining a room from July 26th through September 6th. It's a lineup of big-name comics throughout the summer, beginning with John Lovitz on July 12th. We have Pauly Shore, Jamie Kennedy, and Maz Jobrani also in the lineup, and more big names to be announced.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, a dispute between the LVCVA and the owners of Las Vegas Ballpark. In 2017, the LVCVA signed a naming rights deal with Howard Hughes Corporation, which owns the stadium. The deal states the ballpark must host a certain number of events a year, but of course, that didn't happen last year due to the pandemic.
So the LVCVA decided to file for arbitration, so they're going to go and try to work with them and, kind of come up with a sum that kind of, compensates them for some of the lost events, because in the contract they're supposed to have 100 events a year at the ballpark.
Now with the latest in sports, I'm Leandre Fox. Raiders cornerback Casey Hayward was added to the roster to bring leadership and versatility to a young secondary. On Wednesday, Hayward spoke about mentoring the young guys and how they can take their game to the next level.
Watching those guys from last year, I think they did a good job, for being young players. I think Mullen took a big step last year, and I know going into year 3, I know he want to take another step. I know he want to be that Pro Bowl, All-Pro type player. From what I've seen from Arnett, he's just taking another step, like mentally. I think he's soaking up as much as he can, and he's doing a great job at it. And I think he's going to be really good in this system as well. And I think the sky's the limit for him too.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights are minus 135 favorites at the Westgate as they try to close out their playoff series against Colorado in Game 6 today at T-Mobile Arena. The Avs are plus 125 and the total is 5.5. The Knights are plus 200 to cover the minus 1.5 puck line. After their victory in Game 5 on Tuesday, the Knights are now the plus 175 favorite to win the Stanley Cup, followed by Tampa Bay at plus 200.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, the legendary All-American doll is ready to party in Las Vegas. A Barbie pop-up truck is coming to the Valley for the very first time. It will be in downtown Summerlin this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and at the Galleria on Sunset on June 26th. The truck will be selling retro-themed apparel and accessories for the iconic doll, including Barbie t-shirts, denim jackets, and more, along with limited quantities of a Barbie-themed Polaroid camera. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have a Roku device, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas Breaking News streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. From all of us here at the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.